Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. The time now officially 6:07 on the Get Up and Go Show.
Push the button! Push the button!
All right, I'm pushing the buttons. What more do you want me to do?
Hey, stupid!
You're calling me stupid now?
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Well, I'm the morning show host, and I'm here to entertain people along with the almighty goddess of radio, the one and only Bonnie Ashley.
We say good morning on a woolly bully kind of morning.
Yeah, it's chilly out, let me tell you.
I was watching Miss Katia Hall this morning, Evan, and on WPTV, and she said it was only 35 in Fort Pierce.
Yeah, only. Notice
like,
only with a capital O.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think that wind chill factor is like? If
Probably
it's
22.
35, it could be, yes. So we're comparing to temperatures up in Pennsylvania right now. Where
Yeah, well,
it's,
I had ice on my window.
It's 31 and cloudy in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Ice on your window. Did you have to chisel on your windshield?
Nope, I had ice on my windshield this morning. So the cardinal rule is when you have ice on your windshield, you do not throw hot water on it.
Is that what you tried to do?
No.
Okay.
You don't do that for those that don't know, because that will crack your flipping windshield.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up where it's icy cold, so I just thought that would be something that everybody would know or should know. I don't think twice about it. But
Nope.
It's been so long since I've had to use an ice scraper. You know, I don't even think I have one in my garage. I certainly don't have one right now in my vehicle. But I didn't even have to defrost my windows where I was at.
No, I turned on my windshield wipers this morning and I heard the scraping of ice. So what I did was I pulled back on my windshield wiper control and it squirted water on my windshield.
Wow. Oh.
And
you accidentally.
No, it actually helped.
Okay.
Yeah, it helped.
It helped a little bit then. Well, that's a good thing. Did you warm up the car before you went outside?
Yeah, I have remote control on my phone, so I can start my car from inside the house. I leave the heat on the night before, and I just start it up, and away you go. And by the time I got in my vehicle, it was nice and toasty this morning. But the issue at hand was the ice on the windshield. So what I was going to do was I was going to drive to the Port St. Lucie airport and ask them to de-ice my windshield like they de-ice planes.
Why would you want to drive all the way out to the airport and have them do that?
Something to do.
It'd be a chilly morning at the airport.
Something to do. I'll say, hey, guys, I got to get to work. But actually not the Port St. Lucie, the Stuart, Witham Field over here. I was going to drive over there and ask them to de-ice me if they would.
Yeah.
Tell them the radio show's got to take off shortly.
And the funny thing is, I saw too this morning, Evan, pretty soon, like within this next week, you're not even going to be able to get on a plane and go anywhere here in the United States where it's warmer, because I think they had mentioned that every state in the nation, we're going to have below sub temperatures like next week.
Oh, wow.
Like everything is going to drop to that low point. So I'm questioning, I wonder if we have some even colder weather coming in to southern Florida here by next week.
Well, I don't know, but some of the executive staff from the New York Mets were supposed to fly into town yesterday, and they didn't make it because their flights got canceled. So I got a text message.
Oh, wow.
Because, we're in full-blown spring training action, getting things ready over at Clover Park. So I texted with my people up in New York, and they said, yeah, they're going to make an attempt to get out today and get down here to Florida. I says, well, don't rush too much. You're not missing much. It's going to be 34 degrees this morning.
I know. Can you imagine, like, if I still lived up in northern Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, I used to come down here to go on vacation. We would go to the Keys. We would go to places like Naples and Fort Myers Beach. I mean, I can only imagine if you're from, those upper states right now and tending to come down here and get a little warm weather, that's not going to happen.
No, definitely not. It was, pardon my French, but it was butt-ass cold this morning.
Oh, but it was.
So I could say that on the air, get away with it.
And you know what? I was frazzled, too, this morning because we didn't, lately on Tuesday nights, we've been forgetting to take our garbage out. So
Mhm.
I get up on Wednesday morning. I got up this morning and my garbage still there. It's recyclable day. I have full tin of recyclables.
Right?
Man, without even thinking, I didn't even have my shoes on. I was barefoot.
Really?
And I went outside and I took my green bucket of recyclables down to the curb.
hmm
And then by the time I got down there, my feet were so icy. I
I
was
see. I
just
went
like
outside this
running
morning.
back to the house.
I went out in shorts and a t-shirt this morning.
Oh, no,
Yeah, to
that's
grab my
way
garbage
too
cans.
cold.
Yeah, I was fine. I got inside. I threw my my clothes on to come to work in my sweat jacket that I'm wearing now. My palatial sweat jacket in the palatial radio
I know it
studios.
looks like nice and warm and like a little
Yeah.
snuggly thing.
Yeah,
you
I've
got
got
on
I've
there.
got a battery underneath this thing that it heats up.
A heat generator.
Yeah, it's got a heat generator in it.
That's what you need.
So I generate heat naturally anyway.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But anyway, so what'd you do yesterday when you get out of here?
Oh, good gosh. More cleaning because we have like a house full of teenagers we're going to have this coming Friday and Saturday.
Oh, so that means Jaden and Topanga are going to be in town.
Not only Jaden and Topanga, but Topanga and two other of her 15-year-old friends.
Oh, so they're coming down from DeLand?
Yes, I'm calling it the teenage invasion from DeLand.
So their parents are letting them come down and stay at the palatial kingdom of Gary and Bonnie.
And and last night I picked up plenty of toilet paper because you know how the teens, they need the toilet paper and we don't want to run out.
No.
I got the most soft ones. I think I got that soft angel or that some kind of soft angel toilet paper.
Oh.
That so the girls can feel good when
they wipe their bottom, it'll feel nice. Basically, is what you're trying to say.
Everything has to be top notch for these girls.
Everything's better with Blue Bonnet on it. There you go.
Well, Topanga said, "Oh my gosh!" When I was asking her what she wanted for Christmas this year,
toilet paper.
She wanted that lotion from Bath and Body Works.
Okay.
And you know what she told me?
What?
She said, "I only use the lotion and perfume products now from Bath and Body Works."
Okay.
But then, lo and behold, when I'm glad I had a coupon. Got a coupon from my girlfriend at work. I'm glad she gave me one because even with the coupons, man, that stuff was expensive.
Oh, I got to say good morning to Dr. Red Tyler. He's a good friend of mine. He just said that he shared our show on his timeline with 900 plus friends and fans.
Really?
Well, I'm glad you have 900 friends and fans because that's a start.
That's a huge
It's about
start.
time you got 900 friends and fans.
Dr. Red Tyler?
Yeah.
Where's he from?
I have to shoot on him for a minute, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
It's a terminology we use in the wrestling world. But yeah, you have 900 friends and fans, and you have to pay each of them $1 to be your friend and fan. So with that being said, let's see how many real friends and fans that you have. So anyway, I just shot on him. That's just a terminology in wrestling world.
Yeah.
It's for those that are like, wow, he's really cold-hearted this morning. It's just we call it a work, as we say.
I mean, it's not really being cold-hearted at all. It's just using the wrestling
it was
jive.
Just a work. It was just a
that
work.
and no jive talking about it. Yeah.
Yes. And he just wrote, "Yes, I do. Darn it." No, you don't. Okay, just remember, I can shut you down and I can hack your Facebook page. So you better be nice to me. All right, Dr. Red, be nice.
Wouldn't it be fun to get some snow down here so we could go skiing?
Yeah, maybe we could send Dr. Red Tyler skiing off a slope somewhere and he'll crash land somewhere.
I'm not saying anything. I don't know who Dr. Red Tyler is.
That's all right. Hey, Dr. Red, if you want to call the show, we have about 4 minutes to take your call. 772-220-9788. Okay, if you dare to call the show, 772-220-9788. Forewarning, it's cold in here and you could get ripped a new one. But that's besides the point. I'm just like in rare form this morning.
I know, right? And I mean, maybe this Dr. Tyler, maybe he's a really nice guy.
Well,
I'm sure maybe like a really good doctor.
Well, see, here's the thing. He's not really a doctor. That's his stage name.
Oh, okay.
But I did set up a wrestling match once with him and, Josh Flores, my backup announcer at the stadium.
Yeah, I know Josh.
I set up what's called a tuxedo match, and he lost dearly in the tuxedo
Did
match.
he?
Yeah, the object of the match was to get your opponent down to their underwear
Wow.
in the ring. Yeah.
Oh, I
So
thought it was
he
like
lost.
a round of strip poker or
No,
something. But
no,
this is
not at
actually
all.
in the wrestling world
No.
ring.
See, Dr. Red doesn't have the gall to call in.
So he's not a real doctor. That's like
No.
Dr. Dre or something,
Yeah,
right?
he's like a faux. He's a fake.
Oh.
He's a phony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he like a rapper too or anything? Does he rap?
Yeah, the only thing he raps is himself.
He wraps gifts at
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah, he
time?
wraps gifts at Christmas
Okay.
time.
Is
By
he
the
wrapped
way,
very tight?
He writes, I'm a nice guy. Thank you, Bonnie. At least you have class.
Oh.
See, he's saying I don't have class now. But see, he doesn't have the nerve enough to call into the radio program.
Okay.
See, he hides behind his keyboard, Bonnie.
I'm
is what he
detecting
does.
there's some sort of history going on with you fellas.
Well, just a
And
slight little
some
bit.
things that
In the wrestling business, there's a slight little
Yeah.
history. See, he'll hide behind the keyboard all morning long, and he'll type all morning long to me,
yeah.
but he won't dare call into this radio show.
Really?
Yeah, he just doesn't have the nerve.
Well, maybe some people just don't want to be on the radio.
Well,
you know,
no.
can you imagine now we have fans or we have people that do like to call in, but
Right.
there are like a huge number of people that are
Mhm.
listening, Evan, that
Right.
will never ever call in.
No,
'cause
not at all.
They just don't like to call a radio
No.
station.
And I'm normally not this mean to people, but just for some reason, he just gets my goat.
really.
He does. He gets under my skin like you have no idea.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He does.
Is it like a wood tick or something getting under your skin,
No,
or
it's like a
like a mosquito bite?
no, it's kind of like it's like when a dog goes to the bathroom in a yard and you step on it and it gets on the
Oh.
bottom of your shoe.
All squashy and
Yeah, well, that's
ooh,
exactly how
I hate that
that's
feeling.
what I think of when I think of him.
Oh, and that smell too.
Yeah.
Is,
Oh, yeah. Always.
Oh.
Oh, and yeah, he's got a stench smell about him too, Bonnie.
really
He does.
in his vehicle too.
yeah,
Like, does his
it's just
vehicle
nasty.
really?
Yeah.
Does he
Yeah.
smoke cigars or
I don't know
anything?
what he does in there, but man, it's awful. It's terrible.
No.
Terrible. I don't think he showers for weeks.
And his breath is good.
Oh, his
Does-
breath is awful. You can't even put chlorets in his breath and it'll help.
Oh,
It's
Evan,
awful.
I don't know if you should be being so sarcastic to this
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah. He's not my brother.
I mean, I don't know. Now I'm just kind of curious as to
Yeah.
who it is because there's some
Well,
drawing up some kind of
I
sarcasm.
invited him to call the show, but he's just not calling. Told you. He'll hide behind the keyboard, but that's about all he does.
Well, maybe maybe he needs to warm up a little bit. Maybe I'm sure it's cold where he is too. And maybe
Yeah.
he's just got to warm up to the idea.
Yeah,
of-
well, we'll see what happens. It is 6:20 on the Get Up and Go show on a what is today? February 3rd, 2021. It is Wednesday. It's hump day.
Yeah.
Let's go to the news desk. Bonnie's standing by with the news. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. President Biden is paying respect to the 2 FBI agents who were shot and killed Tuesday morning in South Florida.
My heart aches for the families. I've not had an opportunity, nor will I try today, to contact them.
The special agents have been identified as Daniel Elfin and Laura Schwarzenberger. They were killed while serving a federal search warrant in Sunrise as part of a violent crimes against children's case. Investigators say an 18-month-old girl and her mother were killed in a mobile home fire in St. Lucie County on Monday. And WPTV's Ryan Hughes has more.
On one of her toughest and darkest days,
I miss her. I do too.
a bulldozer pushing dirt and neighbors picking through rubble and ash
It helps. It lets me know that a lot of people here loved her.
are gestures of love and comfort for Brandy Kramer.
I don't know what to do from here. I don't know how to go a day without talking to her.
Brandy left lost and helpless after her baby sister, Mandy Rowell, and 18-month-old niece Melody both died after flames consumed their mobile home Monday morning in Fort Pierce.
The birdhouse on the memorial is the last thing her and I did together. We painted it the other day.
A memory pulled from the splinters of charred wood.
We were so close. So close.
As neighbors and Mandy's nieces and nephews in the Colony Club mobile home park try and salvage Mandy's butterflies, happier moments, and anything they can.
I found pictures that were untouched, and one I was 2.5, and we were at
It was a 4th of July festival.
We're told an electrical malfunction in the kitchen area sparked a fire that quickly engulfed Mandy's home, and she was badly burned, running back inside, trying to save her little girl, but the flames were too strong.
It's so important to love your loved ones while they're here. It's not easy.
This small, tight-knit community now even closer, helping clean up, but more importantly, standing together.
They've been very supportive. And they're here to help in any way that they can, even if it's just to sit down here with me.
And Mandy's boyfriend and Melody's father was also injured. He underwent surgery, but remains hospitalized. The fire has been ruled an accident. In Fort Pierce, Ryan Hughes, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The governor was still hopeful Tuesday that a COVID-19 vaccine by Johnson & Johnson will be key to expanding shots beyond Florida's seniors. That's despite new phase 3 trial research showing lower than anticipated efficacy. WPTV's Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders has the story.
Essential workers like teachers and police officers are all waiting for their chance to get the COVID-19 shot.
It'll be a little sore.
But to date, Florida officials continue saying seniors first, at least until supplies increase.
This is remarkable good news.
Governor DeSantis Tuesday defending the J&J vaccine as a path to that expansion, even though trial research shows 72% efficacy in the U.S. and 66% globally.
It was 100% effective at preventing death and virtually 100% effective at preventing hospitalization.
We asked, and DeSantis was open to the idea of triaging the single shot, giving it to less vulnerable and saving 95% effective Pfizer and Moderna doses for high-risk groups. But the decision, he says, will have to wait until the state knows its allotment.
I think the big question is how much can be produced and how fast it can be distributed.
Epidemiologists also want to know. Florida International's Mary Jo Trepka says it will be vital to creating an effective plan. Johnson & Johnson is expecting to file for emergency FDA approval in coming days, the review process likely to take weeks. Until then, Trepka says following virus protections is key. Less spread will mean fewer mutations, which all vaccines have shown at least some weakness to.
And the way that we can beat the virus is staying ahead of it and keeping transmission rates low.
Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos will be transitioning away from the top job in 2021. According to a letter he wrote to staff Tuesday, I'm excited to announce that this Q3 I'll transition to executive chair of the Amazon board and Andy Jassy will become CEO, Bezos wrote. Jassy currently heads up Amazon's cloud business, Amazon Web Services. Bezos has been Amazon's CEO since it was founded in 1995, and while overseeing its growth from an online bookseller to a global retail giant, he has become one of the world's richest people. Bezos said he will be focusing on new products and early initiatives in his new role with the board. He also says he'll have time to work with his environment-focused projects, the Washington Post, and my other passions, he says. Bezos bought the Washington Post in 2013. Lastly, Miller Lite is giving out free money during the Super Bowl, but they're going to make you work for it. Now, they just announced a new promotion where they'll tweet out a picture with a really long website URL at some point during the Super Bowl. It's going to be 836 characters long. And if you type it into your browser and go to the website, they'll Venmo you $8, which they say should at least buy you a 6-pack of beer. Or no, whatever else you want. And while they're making you type it in 836 character URL, they say that much typing should burn 1 calorie. And right now they're basing their marketing around the fact that a bottle of Miller Lite only has 1 calorie more than Michelob Ultra. The 4-0 IRSC Pioneers are now the number 3 team in the state of Florida and now nationally recognized, ranked number 19 in the top 25. The Pioneers open Southern Conference play on Saturday afternoon on the road. They're going to be at Palm Beach State. Now, that game will air at 4 p.m. on our sister station, WPSL 1590 on the Treasure Coast and worldwide on the TuneIn app. News time at 6:26. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
6:27 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, we do have an accident to the north of us. Now, this is on the Turnpike up in Vero Beach. It's on the Turnpike southbound Vero at mile marker 181, and there's not any roadblock from the accident. Here in Martin County, it's looking like a nice ride on this Wednesday morning. No tie-ups. There's your latest look at traffic. And it's only 43 in Stuart this morning. And in Allentown, Pennsylvania, a cloudy 31. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
It's a cold morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s to low 40s under mostly clear skies. A wind chill advisory remains in place until 9 a.m. This afternoon, highs in the low 60s, sunny skies, and light northwesterly winds. Tonight, another cold night on tap. Temperatures down to the upper 30s to low 40s with clear skies. Tomorrow, sunny and cool, highs in the upper 60s with no rain expected. Friday and Saturday, highs return to the upper 70s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
$6:31 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. We're just cranking along on a Wednesday morning. We have a phone call. Let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this?
Good morning.
Good morning. And who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Oh, this is Dr. Red Tyler.
Oh, you've actually gotten out from behind your keyboard. You decided to pick the phone up and call.
Ha 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 ha. This is your lucky day.
Yeah, my lucky day. So you're telling me that I'm lucky to be able to accept your phone call on the air? Is that what it is?
Of course. This is going to make your day, your week, your year.
Oh,
you know that.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. A couple of years ago, if you remember correctly, at a wrestling show that I was ring announcing, there was a little bit of a rift going on between you and one Josh Flores, and there was a match made. It was called a tuxedo match, and unfortunately, You lost. You had your tuxedo ripped off you. You wound up in your underwear in front of quite a large amount of people.
I was distracted.
Distracted? I don't know what could have distracted you. There's nothing to distract.
By the way, speaking of distraction, hello, Bonnie. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Dr. Tyler.
Are you saying
How
Bonnie's
are you?
a distraction?
Yeah, absolutely.
You said, speaking of distraction, Bonnie is not a distraction. She is the almighty goddess of radio.
please.
She brings a lot of beauty to this room, and that the room doesn't have.
Evan, you got to stop saying "Almighty Goddess." This
Well,
is
you are.
totally
You're the-
going to my
oh,
head.
oh
You know.
well, that's good. It should. You should be treated like a queen, like the queen you are.
So, Dr. Tyler, Evan tells me that you're not a real doctor. Is that true?
Well. First of all,
His own
a
mind.
lot of what he says is actually not true. So now I will make this perfectly understandable. I am a doctor in the business of professional wrestling.
I see.
Okay.
And I've been in this business for well over 15 years. So for some people that live under a rock, sort of like Evan does, he doesn't quite understand.
Excuse me. First off, let me tell you something. I'm old enough to be your father, number one, so respect your elders. Okay.
So, have you and Evan ever gotten in the ring with this, pants coming off, only underwear on kind of thing?
I don't wrestle. I'm the ring announcer. He's the manager.
Okay.
See, he manages bad guys. He doesn't manage good guys. He manages bad guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. I manage legends. I manage people who are actually going to become something in life. I've managed quite a few very, very interesting people, actually.
Okay.
Did you manage like a Rowdy Rod Piper or someone like that?
No, never met Roddy Piper, but I have managed Chico Adams in the past.
Chico Adams, yeah. I'll give props to Chico Adams.
That's very cool.
I'll give props to
He's
Chico.
been seen in WWE and AEW.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like Chico.
I managed the legendary Tim Zabisco.
Okay, Tim. Well, he's a playoff of his father, Larry, so he's a nobody. So go ahead, continue on.
Okay,
He's trying to
I
name
also
drop
managed
what he's
the
doing, Bob.
four-time Florida Tag Team Champions, the Red Devil Fight Team.
Okay, no idea who they are. Continue on. Next, go ahead. Keep name
Really?
drop. Yeah, keep name dropping. I'm still waiting to
Stop interrupting me.
be
I'm the
nice.
star around
Remember, I have the power to hang up the phone.
How about Hulk Hogan?
Oh, he's not even. Are you kidding? He can't even walk on the same street that Hulk Hogan walks on.
Oh, that's not a nice thing to say,
Well,
Evan.
that's just the way he is.
I did do a show with Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, by the way.
Okay, I'll give you props on that one. Mouth of the South. Okay,
That
I'll
I-
give you
that I
props
did.
on that one. Okay.
And I managed the CWE First Ladies Champion, Stormy Lee, actually.
Well, she probably stormed right out of here because I've never heard of her before. So, that's as far as that goes.
What do you think about having the ladies in the ring? Are people liking that in the wrestling
Very-
world?
You're very talented.
Yeah, some of the women are
The
very
ladies are showing
talented.
us a lot now.
Yeah, there's a young lady by the name of actually Santana Garrett, who is doing quite well. She's up in the WWE. And all kidding aside and all joking aside, folks,
Love
if you're
Santana Garrett. She's held every ladies championship in the state of Florida that you can possibly hold. She really has.
now, like I was saying, in all reality, right now I'm just kind of, so my listeners know, I'm not really being mean to Dr. Red. Actually, Dr. Red and I are friends. It's just in the wrestling world, it's called a work, is what it's called.
Sounds like
And-
war.
Yeah, and no, we just kind of it's a work, but in all seriousness,
Okay.
Dr. Red is a really super nice guy. He
That's
really
cool.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
Thank
we
you.
could have made
Yeah.
amends now.
No,
and
there's no amends to make.
Everybody be happy.
You put on your wrestling face and you put on your normal face. And
Now I must admit that even Evan Nine has class. Bonnie, you're leading him in the right direction.
thank you.
Leading who?
Are you-
Okay, all right. Now be nice.
Are you
all right?
calling from over by Tampa or somewhere?
No, he's actually in. Where are you at anyway, Red?
I'm in Lakeland, but soon to be moving to the Kissimmee area, actually.
Oh, he's going to Kissimmee.
And, I'm not talking about it right now, but soon you might see some of me back down in the Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie area.
All right, very good. Well, if you come down this way, I'll have you as a guest on my radio show. How's that sound?
We'll have to. It would be really
I'll have
nice
you come
to
in
meet
studio. How's that sound?
Will you buy me some new underwear?
No, because that's up to Josh Flores. Anyway, I got to run. I got another call I got to take on the air. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Good morning. You're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, it's
On a
George.
chilly morning to you guys.
Oh man,
Oh,
you're
it's
freezing
George.
your butt off up there in Kentucky, aren't you?
How cold? How cold up there?
It's 28 degrees, wind
Wow.
chill factor probably about 20.
It was 34, 36 degrees this morning
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I turn those giant fans around and say, "Here you go, Florida."
Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. George, stand by 1 second. I have to do these viral videos real quick. So just hold on 1 second here. You can stay on the line while I do this.
Yeah.
Got a couple of viral videos, buddy, I wanted to go over with you. First off, there's a woman on TikTok. She shared a lame prank on how to supposedly clear out a restaurant filled with couples. She says she pulled out her phone and, well, just listen. Here's what she said.
So last night I went out to a restaurant and the place was packed with couples. I don't know what was going on, but I was feeling a little mischievous. So I pulled my phone out and I said very loudly, "Girl, your man is here with somebody else." No lie. 4 guys got up and left.
Oh my gosh.
Only 4 guys.
Wow, only 4 guys.
Got up and left.
But that's 4 guys that shouldn't have been there, obviously. Wow. What do you think of that, George?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to have been those 4 guys. Now, there's another viral video that's really cute. It's 2 adorable toddlers. It's making the rounds on Twitter right now. One of them asks his buddy if he's okay. And even if his buddy, well, he was sounding a little sad. So listen to what he said.
You okay? Yeah. You hug?
Need hugs.
Isn't that adorable?
You just
need
love,
hug?
You love to see that.
That's so cute.
Yeah. And are you okay?
Are you okay?
Little toddler checking on the other toddler.
Checking on the other little toddler, making sure he's okay.
Oh, I love
and if
that.
he needed a hug.
Yes.
You know, that was quite adorable.
That melts my heart even more than when I see my cats laying or sleeping together.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Aw.
little things like that just melt your heart.
All right, time for the impossible question of the morning. So what is the average age of the American farmer, Bonnie? What do you think?
Average American
Average
farmer,
age of the American farmer.
35.
35. That's a good guess. Not going to tell you if it's right or wrong.
Yeah. Our friend George, do you have a guess?
George, you have an idea?
The average age?
Yeah,
Well,
average
that
age
could
of the
be-
American farmer. You're up in a
Well, that's-
farming. You're in a farming town up there in
Oh yeah.
Kentucky.
Well, that has changed dramatically since
Okay.
back in the So I would say probably the average age probably about 30.
30? Incorrect.
Mm.
Nope. If you want to take a stab at it, you're more than welcome to call the show this morning. 220-9788, 220-WSTU. Give us a call.
George is friends with the Amish farmers, aren't you, George?
Yeah, he knows all the Amish people up there.
Oh yeah. Hey, I got something with that radio and the day that music died. What was it about?
The day that's the day Chicago died.
Buddy Holly and
Buddy Holly or something like
Richie
that.
Buddy Holly,
Valens,
yeah.
the Big
Richie
Bopper.
Valens.
Okay.
In Mason City, Iowa, where the plane crashed at.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And did you know the song that Don McLean played the day the music died?
That's
American
Bye Bye Miss
Pie?
American Pie. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
That was about that plane crash.
Oh wow.
Right, that is all about
No
it.
kidding.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the day the music died, when
Okay.
Music
3
died,
big
yeah.
music icons died in that plane
Yeah, I
crash.
remember that.
And,
I definitely remember that.
This day in history, I'm trying to look up the year. That was 62 years ago today. In 1959, it happened.
1959, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's that long record we used to put on, like if
You
Yeah.
had to go to the bathroom when you're
Yeah.
on the radio. That or Stairway to
That's
Heaven
exactly right.
or Free Bird. That was
That's
another
right.
long one, right?
all of those.
Or
yeah.
Rare
20
Earth, Get Ready. It was like 12 minutes
20
long.
minutes long.
Or was Illegata de Vida another
Yeah, that's
one
another
too?
one, yeah.
The Iron Butterfly?
Yeah,
That long
Iron
intro.
Maiden.
yeah.
We have
Oh,
a
oh, I-
friend. We have a friend that comes to our studio that's been with Iron Butterfly.
Yeah, he was actually in the band for 1 year. He actually has a show here on Thursdays, Denny Artachi.
He's a pretty amazing guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he does little solo stuff down at Mulligan's now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Mulligan's.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's an old name.
Yeah, no, Mulligan's, a restaurant. It's been around forever. Hey, so when are you coming to Florida? You know, you need a break. You didn't come here for Christmas, for God's sakes.
Well, I haven't been there since because of the virus and all that stuff. So it's
when's the last time you were here?
About a year ago.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
I got a turkey in my freezer. It needs to be cooked. George cooks my turkey. Can you if I thaw this thing out, can you virtually walk me through how to cook the turkey? Because I have no idea how to cook a turkey.
It is so simple. It's unbelievable.
Oh,
and don't say just stick it in the oven.
You read the directions on the back of it per pound, how many, how many minutes or hours you put the turkey in there.
It goes by the pound, doesn't it, George?
Yes.
A certain amount of, you're going to be cooking that 3 hours. Sometimes it's going to be 4, almost 5. Depends how big the bird.
I think the bird's like 20 pounds. So how long?
So it's probably about 5.5.
Okay.
5.5 hours
so
with
just,
a 20
just take
pound?
the plastic off of it and stick it in the oven, and that's it? That's all I got to do?
No, you got to take the guts out of it, The
guts? I got to gut it?
Yeah.
There's the old neck inside there.
Yeah, neck
A
inside.
neck?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a neck inside the turkey?
Yeah.
Why do they leave the neck in the turkey?
Oh.
Because people eat the neck. You boil it, or you can put it with the turkey. You can cook it really good.
I don't want to eat the neck. I want to eat like the leg. I want to eat the leg. That's where the meat is.
Good. The neck has meat on it.
It does have meat on it, but I always honestly, I always toss mine in the garbage. I don't mess with it.
Okay.
I never have. I don't think my mom would cook the neck ever either. I don't think she ever did anything with it. But she would always stuff the turkey. She'd make her own stuffing, or in some areas they like to call it dressing.
Oh wow!
She would make her own and stuff it.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I make my own. Stuff it in the bird one good.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
I don't think I saw George the last time he was here, did I? I don't think I.
No.
The time before that.
No.
Which I did. A time before that, only one time before that, you were in studio with us.
Yeah, studio. Yeah.
Yeah, he came in with me one morning, and that was it. And then there was another time he was down here, but and actually, you know what you did? You came down here while COVID was going on. A little bit. It was to help your brother, I think, or your sister move up north.
My sister, that was in August.
Yeah, in August.
That's why I didn't see George.
Yeah, because we had like really tight restrictions in here.
Yeah.
They didn't want anybody in here.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's what it was. All right, we got to run.
Yeah,
we got to get to news, buddy. Listen, stay warm and tell the family I said
hello.
You
guys stay warm.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know.
All right, G, be good. I'll talk to you soon.
It's almost like it's not fair.
All right, bye now.
Oh, and the fair does start pretty soon. Now,
yeah, Jay Spicer going to be here this week. We'll be talking to him. 6:45 news time. All brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin this morning. Let's go to the news desk. And here's Bonnie.
Thanks, Evan. And we just mentioned, that Martin County Fair, it starts on February 12th coming up already. And it is Wednesday, so that means another round of Publix vaccine appointments are available. Now, you must go online to book an appointment. You can't call or visit a Publix pharmacy. And WPTV's Stephanie Susskind explains the changes you'll see online.
Yes, good morning. That portal does open at 6 a.m. and I just checked the website. No, you cannot get into it just yet, but I did notice a new message that actually says that arriving to the website early does not help you at all. So it said there's no reason to log on before 6 a.m. Just wait until that 6 o'clock on the dot moment, and then you can try to get into the system to access a vaccine appointment. Now, one change you will notice today is if you get past that countdown clock, you'll actually see the book appointment button above the county list instead of below it. So you will not have to scroll down past the counties in order to book an appointment. Now, Publix tells us that change was based on on customer feedback. So they want you to know that the suggestions you're making, they are hearing them. They're trying to make this process easier for anyone who's trying to get a Publix vaccine appointment. Now, you will still see that countdown clock as you wait to have access to the portal, so there's no need to refresh your page. But Publix representatives do tell us that they want you to make sure you have the most up-to-date version of your web browser. Now, locally here, Publix vaccine appointments are available in Palm Beach, Martin, Indian River, and St. Lucie counties. Of course, we'll be keeping you updated throughout the morning as those appointments do become available. The appointments scheduled today will be for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week. Reporting live, Stephanie Suskind, WPTV News Channel 5.
Governor Ron DeSantis and state legislative leaders are rolling out new proposals to control what they call the bias of big tech's bias. Senate President Wilton Simpson.
No one should be excluded, but let's be clear, they are targeting conservatives because they are engaging in political censorship.
Simpson is among those supporting measures to make it illegal for social media to deplatform any candidate for public office, with $100,000 in fines for every day they do it. Florida's coronavirus case numbers are up again. More than 10,000 new cases reported yesterday, along with another 137 deaths. And now that the COVID vaccine has been made available in Florida's 4,400 assisted living facilities, Governor Ron DeSantis says he's anxious for them to finally begin to operate normally.
The less normal the daily routine is for those seniors, the more problems you're going to have with loneliness, with despair, with all these things we've seen for months and months and months.
The governor says now with the vaccine, the facilities shouldn't worry about being sued, and the state will give them as much legal protection as possible. While there is still frustration for many to even get a first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, we're seeing a growing number of people who've now completed their entire regimen. Here's WPTV's John Shaman.
We have family members with COVID right now. And, they're struggling.
That's why Eileen Bowen was thrilled to get her second vaccination Tuesday at the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds.
And here, these people are so dedicated, and they made it really easy. And everybody should get the vaccine.
We're combining 4 days of vaccinations into 3 days.
Clint Sperber, administrator for the Department of Health in St. Lucie County, says he feels the frustrations that it's taken some time to get to this stage. Right now, almost a quarter of the county's eligible seniors have gotten at least one dose.
It is aggravating. I mean, I hear it, but until it is available in more locations, we're just going to have to go through that process.
This week, St. Lucie County intends to give out about 6,000 second dose vaccines to its residents. In neighboring Indian River County, second dose vaccinations also began Tuesday at their fairgrounds. About 500 residents on tap to get a second shot each day over the next 6 days.
I was one of the first ones that got online right away.
Vito Lombardi grateful to get his second shot.
I feel secure, safe.
Just over a quarter of all eligible seniors in Indian River County have gotten their first dose, and the county administrator says their county-based wait list should finally be up and running this week. John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
And lastly, SpaceX is hoping to launch not one but two batches of Starlink mini satellites from the Kennedy Space Center tomorrow morning. One Falcon 9 rocket is scheduled for liftoff at 1:19 a.m. Eastern Time, the other for 5:36 a.m. The Starlink mission designed to bring broadband internet to the entire world. The Los Angeles Lake Angels actually have suspended pitching coach Mickey Callaway in the wake of a report by The Athletic in which 5 women accused Callaway of lewd behavior. In a statement on Tuesday afternoon, Angels spokeswoman Marie Garvey wrote, "Late yesterday, we were made aware of the allegations reported in The Athletic. This morning, we suspended Mickey Callaway and will work closely with Major League Baseball to conduct a full investigation." Callaway has initially denied wrongdoing, a source told ESPN, which prevents the Angels from firing him without the just cause that could be procured from an investigation. News Time 6:51 will have weather and traffic together next.
6:52 the time right now, the Get Up and Go show. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Shearing is located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized healthcare back to dermatology the Waterway. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, on the Turnpike southbound in Vero Beach, there's an accident at mile marker 181. No roadblock from the accident. Everything looking good right here, north and southbound on the Turnpike and on I-95 as well. There's your latest look at traffic. It's only 42 and a clear sky in Jensen Beach. And this morning, it's 13 above in Sundsvall, Sweden. Here's our weather at WPTV.
It's a cold morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s to low 40s under mostly clear skies. A wind chill advisory remains in place until 9 a.m. This afternoon, highs in the low 60s, sunny skies, and light northwesterly winds. Tonight, another cold night on tap. Temperatures down to the upper 30s to low 40s with clear skies. Tomorrow, sunny and cool, highs in the upper 60s with no rain expected. Friday and Saturday, highs return to the upper 70s. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The Get Up and Go Show would love to hear from you live on the air. Give them a call at any time, 772-220-WSTU. That's 772-220-9788. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go Show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Here's the story of a man named Brady who has played the Super Bowl 9 times in all. He's won 6 rings, throwing touchdowns with some deflated balls. Here's the story of another QB. He is younger and his name is Pat Mahomes. He played last year for Kansas City. He brought the trophy home. And no Sunday when Tom Brady plays this fellow. And we know that fans will be in Patrick's bunch, 'cause Chiefs fans and many won't be rooting. They're the ones who really hate Tom Brady's guts. Tom Brady's guts. They hate his guts. They hate his guts. And will Patriots fans be rooting for the Bucks?
Thought you'd like that one, Bonnie.
Yeah, it's just a great occasion. It's very timely too. And Evan, those online sports books now have already put out the lines on some prop bets that you can make for the Super Bowl.
Wow.
For example, you can bet on which coach's nostrils we'll see first. But they're playing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So in other words, if the mask drops down, whose nostrils we're going to see first? Yeah. Oh my God, that's great. I love that.
And at least the nostrils shouldn't be sticking together because they're playing in Tampa.
That's true.
It should be warm this Sunday.
Wow.
They're hoping.
All right, maybe I'll call Vegas and talk to my bookie and get it done. Get her done, as they say. Anywhere, we're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Coming to you live from Stewart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Madam Announcer. 7:07 on the Get Up and Go Show. Yes, 7:07 is the exact time.
Good morning, world!
And a good morning to you, Bart, man.
Gangway, man!
That's right. Looks like Bart is in the sound room here.
Don't have a cow, man.
All right, I won't have a cow. I promise you, no cows to be had. And we are off and running with hour number 2. Bonnie?
Off and running, yes, we are, on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And welcome to the middle of the week with us on February 3.
February the 3rd.
And we learned from George just a little while ago that it was on the state in 1962 that indeed the music died.
Yeah.
When we had the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, and, oh my, I'm forgetting one.
Come on.
The Big Bopper, Richie Valens. Who was number 3? I just said it a while ago.
You don't remember?
No, I don't. Oh, of course, Buddy Holly. How could you forget Buddy Holly? But yeah, the 3 of them in that plane crash in 1962 out of Macon, Georgia. So, a day to kind of remember that day when the music died. And
wow.
Then we had American Pie from Don McLean
Oh, my.
come out of that.
Wow. Bye-bye, Miss America Pie.
And we have Mrs. America. No, Mrs. Florida is going to be on the
Florida
show tomorrow.
Is going to be on the show tomorrow.
I can't wait to meet her.
She's going to be in studio.
Right out of Palm City. She's coming to us.
Yep. She's going to be right here in studio. We're going to talk about how she got her big break and what led her up to doing what she does.
And if she, I know, has a husband. I don't know if she has any kids. But
she does.
If she does have a complete family. So it's going to be a joy to find out how she spends her time. And if there is any time to even, put on a little makeup or do her hair or do herself up in the morning, when you got a husband and kids and life gets so busy. It's going to be kind of fun to find out for her and what she does.
Yeah, I've got her whole entire bio here. They have 3 kids, Charlotte, Jack, and Evelyn. She has a foundation. It's called Cleats and Crowns, Cleats and a Crown. So I'm really excited. I'm very excited to have her here in studio.
Ooh, maybe she'll bring me a crown to wear.
Maybe she could bring her tiara.
Maybe
you can wear her tiara.
And I think she's going on to be. Isn't she going to be in the Mrs. America pageant
yes,
now?
She is. She's going on to compete in that.
Yeah. So she'll be representing
she's got a 1 in
us.
50 shot of winning. Because there's 50 states.
Do they televise this anywhere?
I don't know. We'll have to find out from her.
I think they should. With something like Mrs. America, I think they would get. You would think you would get a lot of viewers with that.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
Yeah,
we will definitely have to find out. It's time for birthdays, anniversaries, and back in the day.
Happy birthday!
All right, Bonnie. So for February the 3rd, 2021, what do you have for birthdays? Anybody?
No birthdays from me today.
Wow, nobody for me to call. Huh?
Nobody that I know
Darn.
having a birthday.
Man, I was hoping I could call somebody.
Guess I just want to say happy belated birthday to Miss Michael, who celebrated yesterday, and she was my massage therapist teacher a few years back.
All right, well, happy birthday.
Miss Michael.
Yes,
yes.
Happy birthday to you and yours. Sean Kingston, 31 years old today. That's the chubby pop rapper who almost died in a jet ski accident in Miami. I remember when that happened.
I do too. Yep.
Bridget Reagan, 39 years old. That's Sasha on the Last Ship. Amal Almudden is 43, and Mrs. George Clooney since September of 2014.
Oh, Amal, who's
Amal
married
Almudden.
to George Clooney.
Yes.
Of course. Oh, we were just watching A Perfect Storm again last night. George Clooney plays, in every movie, he's so fascinating.
Okay.
But you're just playing the captain of that ship. You're just rooting for him all the way.
For sure. Daddy Yankee, He's 44 years old today. You know who that is, don't you?
Daddy Yankee.
Yes. Do you know who that is?
Is
That's a
he-
reggaeton artist.
Oh, okay.
Very popular. One of his most popular songs called Gasolina. Also Despacito.
Oh yeah. I know that one. Yep.
Maitland Ward from Boy Meets World is 44. Isla Fisher, 45 years old today. She's Psycho Gloria in The Wedding Crashers.
Oh, she's in The Wedding Crashers
Yes.
with
Warwick-
Owen Wilson and his friend is in it, Ben Stiller, I
Yep.
think. Yep.
Warwick Davis, 51. He is the 3'6" giant. He is Willow, both Professor Flitwick and Goblin Griphook in the Harry Potter movies. Maura Tierney is 56. That's Abby on ER. Nathan Lane, 65. Still don't recognize any of those names, but I know the next name I
Does
will.
Rachel watch ER? Does she get into that one?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I watch it.
Uh-huh.
Morgan Fairchild, 71 years old today. We all know
Beautiful
who he is.
lady.
Yes.
Morgan Fairchild.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dave Davies from the Kinks, 74. Blythe Danner, 78. She's Gwyneth Paltrow's mother.
Oh, and the mom too in Meet the Parents.
Yep.
Married to De Niro.
Good old Fran Tarkenton, Hall of Famer, quarterback,
How old is Fran
host
today?
of That's Incredible. He's 81.
Woo. Yeah.
81 years young.
Where does he reside? I wonder. I know we
In
got
his home somewhere.
I know we got Joe Namath residing down here.
He's in Hobie Sound,
Yeah.
otherwise Hobe Sound. You can see Joe Namath on all those commercials.
Oh yeah.
For
Let's see,
insurance.
we see him
For the elderly.
we see that
long-term
one come
care.
on a lot.
Yeah, he's always on there.
Yes,
Looking pretty good for his age.
he sure is. Yeah.
Celebrating a birthday in the heavens, Joey Bishop, the old school comedian and member of the Rat Pack. Regis Philbin used to be his sidekick way back in the day. John Fiedler, Piglet's voice in Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, no kidding.
Celebrating a birthday in the heavens.
In the heavens. Wow.
Norman Rockwell. He painted 317 covers for the Saturday Evening Post.
317 of them?
Yes, 317.
That's got to be like record setting.
Yep. And you know what today is, Bonnie? It's National Carrot Cake Day.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me it's the National Day of the Ox again.
No, that's coming up in 9 days from now.
Who was I talking to recently? Was it somebody on the show yesterday? They were saying how they can't eat carrot cake. Oh, I think it was a buddy of mine I was talking to last night.
Okay.
Like they can't eat the carrot cake. They can eat a raw carrot, but never the cake for some reason. But I like that creamy Philly cream cheese frosting.
Oh, that's so good.
That my mom used to put on it.
That's so good.
That cake used to come piping
I like
hot out
carrot
of the
cake as
oven.
long as there's not nuts in the carrot cake.
Yeah.
Because some people make it with nuts.
Ooh, you got to be careful
And
with that.
when it's got nuts, I don't eat it.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't have nuts, I'll eat it. So if anybody has any carrot cake out there
Ooh.
with no nuts, bring it to me right now, please.
I bet you have to be extra cautious, Evan, because there's nuts like in a lot of things.
I am, but I know my limit.
Yeah.
I know my limit. 62 years ago today, you know what happened in 1959? We were just talking
the
about
day
it.
the music died.
Yeah, the day the
Like,
music
yeah,
died. Buddy
yeah.
Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper died in a plane crash in Mason City, Iowa. And as you said, Bonnie, it's the day the music died. A
Mhm.
very solemn day in music history.
Very sad.
Almost like when Michael Jackson died.
Yeah, a very sad day too was when Jim Croce, I believe he died.
Oh, that's
in
another good
another plane crash, and
Yeah.
I think if I'm not mistaken, it might have been flying out of Natchitoches, Louisiana, with Jim Croce.
Yeah.
He had a number of really good songs.
Time
too.
in a Bottle.
And I got
Bad Leroy Brown.
I got a name. Leroy Brown. You're right. Time in a Bottle. Yeah, that was a good
That was
classic.
a depressing song, though.
Really,
If I could have time
really
in a
it
bottle.
was. Yeah,
Well, put your watch in there and you'll have time in a bottle. It's pretty simple.
that's some music to have a good strong drink to.
Yeah. Or 3 or 4. 30 years ago today in 1991, Nancy Culp, the incredibly sexy Mrs. Hathaway on the Beverly Hillbillies, passed
Oh,
away
yeah.
of cancer at the age of 69 years old.
Oh,
29 years ago today, in 1992, the trial began in L.A. for 4 officers charged with civil rights violations in the videotaped butt whooping of Rodney King.
that was 22 years ago.
29 years ago.
29.
That happened. Wow.
Oh, where does this time go? Right?
Wow.
It seems like that was just yesterday.
28 years ago in 1993, Marge Schott was suspended as the Cincinnati Reds owner for 1 year for repeatedly using racial and ethnic slurs. The suspension was lifted after 8 months.
Was it a lady?
Marge
owner?
Schott. Yeah.
Marge was her
Schott.
name?
She was the owner of the Reds.
Oh, wow.
26 years ago today in 95, prosecution witness Denise Brown cried on the stand at the O.J. Simpson trial in Los Angeles as she described the humiliation and abuse of her sister, Nicole Brown Simpson, at the hands of the man who loves yet kills white women.
I can't imagine going through anything like that, losing a sister and and knowing that she was like murdered.
Yep.
And I can't even fathom. Well, I don't even have a sister for one.
Yeah.
But I can't even put myself in that woman's shoes.
Yeah. 25 years ago in 96, Audrey Meadows, who played Alice Cramden on The Honeymooners, passed away of lung cancer at the ripe young age of 69 years old.
Oh, she was also 69 on passing away.
Yeah, 19 years ago today, in 2002, the New England Patriots won their first Super Bowl. They beat the Rams 2017 in Super Bowl 36. It was the first Super Bowl after the September 11th attacks. So George W. Bush did the coin toss on that one as well.
So that was the New England Patriots winning their
very
first one.
Yes, in 2002.
And it took them how
Long
many
time.
years? Like a long time to
Long
get
time.
there, right?
Yeah.
But boy, when they came, they sure came full speed.
Yeah, U2 did the halftime show, and Mariah Carey sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl 36.
Oh, by the way, I guess that's like another prop bet that you can make, Evan, for like with The Weeknd coming on stage.
Mhm.
They're betting on like if he'll have somebody with a guest appearance and who that someone might
I
be.
can tell you right now, I'm gonna make a bet that The Weeknd will have a guest superstar on stage with him.
Do you think it might be Ariana Grande, who's
Ariana Grande?
performed with him before?
I don't know. It could be Ariana Grande. It could be Demi Lovato.
It could be Kenny G.
No, I don't think it'll be Kenny G.
It would be kind of cool if it
No.
was, though.
I don't think it would be Kenny G.
Yeah,
Kind of the wrong genre.
or maybe Drake. Drake even.
Could be Drake.
Yeah,
Could be Drake. You know, it definitely could be Drake.
it could be Janet Jackson if you're nasty.
No, definitely not, because we're not exposing her breast or nipple or anything like that again. That's not going to happen.
I'm sure she would be welcome back though
I'm sure
for a
she would.
Super Bowl performance.
15 years ago, lastly, in 2006, Al Lewis. You know who Al Lewis is, Bonnie?
Yeah, what song did the Reverend Al Lewis,
nope,
right?
Not a music artist.
Ah.
He's the gentleman who played Grandpa Munster on The Munsters.
Oh, did he now?
He passed away at the ripe young age
Oh.
of 82 years old.
Oh, he lived a
Lived
nice
a good
long
life.
life then.
82, that's a long time to live.
As Grandpa Munster should.
Yeah, that's a long time to live.
Yeah.
My dad lived to be almost 87. He made it to 86, and my dad passed away of cancer. Now, had my dad said something to me about the cancer, it could have been treated, could have been taken care of, and he probably would have lived to be almost 100 years old.
Can you
But
imagine?
he kept it to himself.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way he was.
Yeah. You got to hold on tight to your parents because,
Yeah.
like, I thought my mom would live to be like to 99
How old was
or
your mom
100.
when she passed away?
A year ago, she was 86, and I think she was about to turn 87.
That's a good life, though.
Good long life.
To be able to live 85 years is great.
It is.
It really is. I'm going to be 61, and I'm still kicking butt.
I think you're going to live to be like 100 or 101.
I think I'm gonna make it to 100.
Yeah, because
that's how I feel.
You take care of yourself like really well, and you got
I
like
try.
a strong family around you too, and that
I try.
always helps when
I
you have
try.
family.
I'm gonna predict I'm gonna go to 100 years old.
I'll make that prediction too. I'm
All
right
right.
there with you.
All right, just set my rocking chair up right here, and I'll be still coming in here. Hey, good morning, Bonnie. Welcome to the Get Up and Go Show. It's Evan and Bonnie here.
I'll get you one from the Cracker Barrel.
There
one
you go.
morning.
I will gladly take that. Just put a pad on the seat so I don't my behind doesn't get numb. 7:21. It's news time. Let's go to the news desk this morning where Bonnie has the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Investigators say an 18-month-old girl and her mother were killed in a mobile home fire in St. Lucie County on Monday. And WPTV's Ryan Hughes has more.
On one of her toughest and darkest days,
I miss her. I do too.
A bulldozer pushing dirt and neighbors picking through rubble and ash.
It helps. It lets me know that a lot of people here loved her.
Are gestures of love and comfort for Brandy Kramer.
I don't know what to do from here. I don't know how to go a day without talking to her.
Brandy left lost and helpless after her baby sister, Mandy Rowell, and 18-month-old niece Melody both died after flames consumed their mobile home Monday morning in Fort Pierce.
The birdhouse on the memorial is the last thing her and I did together. We painted it the other day.
A memory pulled from the splinters of charred wood.
We were so close. So close.
As neighbors and Mandy's nieces and nephews in the Colony Club mobile home park try and salvage Mandy's butterflies, happier moments, and anything they can.
I found pictures that were untouched, and one I was 2.5, and we were at it was a 4th of July festival.
We're told an electrical malfunction in the kitchen area sparked the fire that quickly engulfed Mandy's home, and she was badly burned, running back inside, trying to save her little girl, but the flames were too strong.
It's so important to love your loved ones while they're here. It's not easy.
This small, tight-knit community now even closer, helping clean up, but more importantly, standing together.
They've been very supportive, and they're here to help in any way that they can, even if it's just to sit down here with me.
And Mandy's boyfriend and Melody's father was also injured. He underwent surgery, but remains hospitalized. The fire has been ruled an accident. In Fort Pierce, Ryan Hughes, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The governor was still hopeful on Tuesday that a COVID-19 vaccine by Johnson & Johnson will be key to expanding shots beyond Florida seniors. That's despite new phase 3 trial research showing lower than anticipated efficacy. And WPTV's Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders has the story.
Essential workers like teachers and police officers are all waiting for their chance to get the COVID-19 shot.
It'll be a little sore.
But to date, Florida officials continue saying seniors first, at least until supplies increase.
This is remarkable good news.
Governor DeSantis Tuesday defending the J&J vaccine as a path to that expansion, even though trial research shows 72% efficacy in the U.S. and 66% globally.
It was 100% effective at preventing death and virtually 100% effective at preventing hospitalization.
We asked, and DeSantis was open to the idea of triaging the single shot, giving it to less vulnerable and saving 95% effective Pfizer and Moderna doses for high-risk groups. But the decision, he says, will have to wait until the state knows its allotment.
I think the big question is how much can be produced and how fast it can be distributed.
Epidemiologists also want to know. Florida International's Mary Jo Trepka says it will be vital to creating an effective plan. Johnson & Johnson is expecting to file for emergency FDA approval in coming days, the review process likely to take weeks. Until then, Trepka says following virus protections is key. Less spread will mean fewer mutations, which all vaccines have shown at least some weakness to.
And the way that we can beat the virus is staying ahead of it and keeping transmission rates low.
A rundown orange concession stand that served beachgoers for 35 years on Stewart Beach will be replaced by a colorful beach house cafe this spring. The county-run Seaside Cafe is expected to open by March or April. County Parks and Recreation Director Kevin Abate said on Tuesday it will operate like the Jensen Beach Sand Dune Cafe, another county-run beachside eatery on Northeast Ocean Boulevard that serves breakfast, lunch, and alcoholic drinks. Sand Dune Cafe brings in $50,000 to $60,000 a year. The county took over the now demolished Chef Shack at Stewart Beach in October 2018, ending owner John Bolster's month-to-month lease with plans to build the Seaside Cafe since 2013. The county's capital improvement plans have had variations of proposals to replace Chef Shack. The $2.75 million Seaside Cafe project, about a year in the making, includes a new boardwalk deck, remodeled bathrooms, and more than 400 parking spaces, according to site plans. Impact fees and ad valorem and tourist development taxes are paying most of the project cost. About $37,000 from Commissioner Doug Smith's District 1 funds will pay for a wooden bar top, which will feature a Blue River design. With Tom Brady leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to an NFC championship and a trip to Super Bowl 55, fans are gobbling up all they can in Brady and Bucs merchandise. Fanatics, the NFL's official e-commerce partner, said Brady has become their best-selling NFL player ever for the 2-week period between the conference championship and Super Bowl. Now, Sunday will mark Brady's 10th Super Bowl appearance. Brady's merchandise sales, which include jerseys, T-shirts, and other items, are more than double what they were following the last conference championship appearance in 2018. Our news time, 7:27. Weather and traffic together are next.
$7:28 the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, we do see an accident right now. This one to the south of us. It's on the turnpike, and it's northbound at Donald Ross Road in Palm Beach Gardens. Once again, northbound turnpike, and there's not any traffic blockage down that way. And up here in Martin County, throughout St. Lucie County, well, you can expect a nice ride on your way to work. No accidents, no tie-ups. There's your latest look at traffic. And it's only 36 degrees this morning in Fort Pierce. Mighty chilly for us. 13 and a clear sky in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Here's our weather at WPTV.
It's a cold morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s to low 40s under mostly clear skies. A wind chill advisory remains in place until 9 a.m. This afternoon, highs in the low 60s, sunny skies, and light northwesterly winds. Tonight, another cold night on tap. Temperatures down to the upper 30s to low 40s with clear skies. Tomorrow, sunny and cool, highs in the upper 60s with no rain expected. Friday and Saturday, highs return to the upper 70s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
On WSTU AM 1450, it's the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie.
You know, I love that guy's accent. I really do.
It's very catchy.
Yeah, he's from Ireland, so to speak.
He's very articulate with it too.
Yes, extremely.
He is an Irish boy?
Yeah, he's an Irish boy.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, he's an Irish boy.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't.
Okay. Can we get his name? Can we call him?
I don't know his name.
It'd be fun to happen.
Excuse me while I do some. I'm doing some
right
maintenance
now.
here. I'm fixing a few things that we have a couple of errors this morning in our log.
Well, you do that. I'm looking for colored light bulbs from Walmart.
Oh, so we'll just go shopping too, right? I'll fix a few things. You can look for colored light bulbs. But I know one thing that we could do, and that's stupid news, Bonnie.
Sounds good.
And now it's time for Stupid News,
It's so stupid and awesome.
where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
Where's Phil?
Yeah, where's Phil when we need him?
Oh, he's going to be here tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll be in studio with us tomorrow.
We can get that from him tomorrow morning.
Anyway, without further ado, we have stupid news for today, February the 3rd, 2021. For years now, you've been able to pay to have a cockroach named after your ex on Valentine's Day. Remember we talked about that, Bonnie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that metaphor isn't visceral enough for you. The Humane Society in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, is offering a service this year where for a donation of at least $5, they will write your ex's name on the bottom of a kitty litter box.
Oh.
And on Valentine's Day, cats will literally do their business on the name. They say they've already had, quote, quite a few names submitted. So if you got an ex out there and you want your cat to do its business on it, well, real simple. Just call the Sioux Falls, South Dakota Humane Society, or you can contact Bonnie and Jack Frosty will come over to your house and do his business on your carpet.
He'll gladly do it. That's for sure.
Right?
Are they writing the ex's name like with their little
With a perma marker. With a perma
Oh,
marker.
on the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
You know how else they could do it before that litter gets dirty? They could just put the letters of the name right in the litter.
Yeah.
Right. Spell it right in the litter.
Exactly.
That's kind of a neat idea, though.
Exactly.
And good for the Humane Society of raising some extra revenue and
Yeah.
using it that way.
Yep. There's a guy named Jerry Maldonado recently posted a video on TikTok that showed him trying out a new technique to get plumper lips. Plumper lips. He wanted
Oh,
bigger lips.
I thought you were going to say plumper hot dogs for
No.
some reason.
No, he didn't need a plumper weenie.
Hot dogs.
Plumper lips. He wanted plumper lips. So you know what he did, Bonnie?
Did he go and get some injections or
No, he smeared on a cream that's designed to help men get enlarged or engorged, as they say.
You got to be kidding me.
Yes,
He
it's
put
that cream that goes on your.
Didn't he put it on the wrong place then?
No, he did it purposely.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
it's erectile cream.
what in the world?
He left the erectile cream on his lips for 8 minutes until it started burning really bad.
Oh,
When he wiped the cream off his lips, they
Uh-huh.
were all puffed up.
oh my.
He said, quote, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. The video's got 3.5 million views.
Well, that is kind of like you could kind of compare that to a hot dog then, because the hot dog simmers and gets those little blisters on it
Right.
first before it gets all plump. when
Yeah.
you've got it in the microwave.
That's why they call it erectile cream. But now, doctor, I wonder if you put erectile cream on a hot dog when you're cooking it on the
Ooh,
grill,
I
what'll
wonder-
happen to that?
I wonder maybe you can get some extra large hot dogs out of that. you don't have to buy them large.
I know, right?
You can make them.
But now
as large as you
doctors
want.
are warning people not to do this. One British doctor said, quote, putting erection cream on your lips in a bid for a fuller pout is utterly ridiculous and can be extremely dangerous. You could
Oh.
suffer an allergic reaction such as stinging, soreness,
Yeah.
blisters, and uncomfortable swelling. Other side effects from the absorption of the cream as it goes into the body can create headaches, blood pressure problems, and even possible heart problems.
Listen to all of those side effects involved.
So with that said, don't put erectile cream on your lips.
I wouldn't even think about going home and trying it.
Just save it for the south side of your body. That's all I'm going to say. A 34-year-old Hong Kong man has been getting a lot of attention because of his unusual amorous relationship with a silicone doll.
Oh.
Who he says he prefers to a real woman for various reasons.
Have you seen some of those dolls?
Yes.
Some of those dolls are extremely pretty.
Shi Tairong has been in a relationship with his girlfriend Mochi for almost 2 years, and despite the fact that she is a realistic silicone doll and not a real person, she couldn't be happier. He regularly posts photos of himself and Mochi in all kinds of instances on social media and basks in the attention he receives from the media, even if the coverage isn't positive.
Oh, wow.
The 34-year-old man claims that despite what people may think of him, this is the happiest he has ever been in a relationship. His human ex-girlfriends all ask for things and prefer to look at their smartphones than pay attention to him.
They're material
Right.
girls.
Moki, on the other hand, never asks for anything and gives all her attention to him.
And so he gets it the way he wants it.
And she never talks back to him. Go figure.
I don't
Go
know.
figure.
He must that Moki.
I wonder why.
He must be a pretty good guy.
Let's go to Merrimack, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Faith Haggerty was arrested after she allegedly attacked another person using a 24-ounce twisted tea can.
Oh.
Haggerty turned herself into the Merrimack Police Department on a warrant charging her with domestic-related simple assault. She allegedly used the can to hit a person she was in a relationship with in the face.
Oh.
The victim suffered bruising in the attack because, well, you know, those tea cans, they do hurt a little bit.
Yep, and she was a little twisted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Twisted tea is what she had.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny O'Reilly, who's 26 years old, claims that his former manager told him that he could eat as many donuts as he wanted while he was on his work shift.
Well, on the clock, huh?
Okay, yeah.
Amazing.
But suddenly
Yeah.
fired him only 6 weeks into the job.
Oh.
O'Reilly told the judge he admits he ate a lot of donuts, up to an estimated 200 pounds per week,
Whew.
according to his former employer.
All of his money going to all of them donuts.
No, they were free,
Oh.
but says nobody complained to him about his eating before he was fired. Kenny O'Reilly also admitted he often refused to serve clients while he was consuming the donuts because it's impolite to talk with your mouth full.
Yeah, kind of hard to communicate.
One day, the manager found him hiding in a corner, eating a 20-pound tray of raw dough.
Wow.
When he hadn't even cooked it. When asked by the judge how to justify the amount of $2 million, asked by the plaintiff for an $8.25 an hour job where he had worked only several weeks, O'Reilly's lawyer said that the numbers pale in comparison to the psychological distress and devastating trauma forced upon his client.
So the boss found him in the closet or some place just devouring donuts.
Yeah, I
then.
guess that gives a new meaning to coming out of the closet.
You know what that reminds me of? This is funny. Did you ever watch that TV show Alice?
Yeah.
This reminds me of the episode where Vera, the dingy Vera on the show had a smoking problem.
Uh-huh.
They had an episode on about that, and the smoking problem got so bad that Mel Sharples, the boss, found her like in a closet in the diner.
Right.
And when they opened up the closet, she had like a big bong or something.
Oh
going
my
on.
my.
And smoke was
I
coming
haven't
out.
heard that terminology in God knows how long. Bong.
And then there was little Vera smoking it.
Wow. That's crazy. Hi, good morning. You're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this?
Good morning, sir.
Oh, hey, wow. We haven't heard from you in a while. Where the heck have you been?
I've been working, sir.
Oh.
I got a question. What was the name of that cream?
Well, that was an erectile an erectile cream is what it was. It had no name. The guy put it on his lips, and his lips got all big and plump and juicy.
Oh, because Fredo gave me a cream and he told me it was lip balm, and my lips are burning right now, sir. I have to go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh boy. Okay.
That sounds like a medical problem.
Wow. I hope Fredo didn't give him that erectile cream.
He better
to
go
put on his
to
lips.
see a dermatologist.
Wow.
I hope Bentley comes to realize.
Oh my.
I'm kind of worried now about him.
That's not good.
No.
that is definitely not good.
No, it's not.
Wow. Well, again, note to self: if you want to plump your lips up, please don't use erectile cream.
No. I wonder how many people are using like Blistex and what's the other one?
That prevents
chapstick.
like chapstick, chap lips, and all that.
My lips feel like it could use a little of that with this cold weather right now.
Really?
I feel a little chapped.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. We have another phone call.
I
here.
like Carmex too.
Oh, okay. All right. Hi. Good morning. You're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this?
Yeah, man.
Hey, what's up, Fredo?
I don't know what Bentley's talking about. I didn't tell him to put on his lips. Yeah, man.
Oh, so you gave him cream?
Yeah, I told him what it was for, and he said it might help him with Lakeisha. Yeah, man.
Oh my. Okay.
And then I gave him another thing for lip balm that's made out of, I don't know, some kind of citrus stuff. But anyways, it was some lip balm. I think he got it mixed up.
I was gonna say, I bet I know what happened.
What?
He got the two confused.
Yeah.
And he put the
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He put the growth cream on his lips.
Wow.
And he put the lip balm on his member.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder why the last time I talked to Lakeisha, she asked if I had a magnifying glass.
Oh my.
A little bit of girl talk.
Wow.
Girl talk,
I think you've silenced Fredo. You've completely.
That probably didn't help a little bit. Men can't take laughter at the mighty sword. No way. There's no way. No. No. That's actually the perfect birth control right out there. Man gets naked. Women just laugh. Nothing happens. You don't get pregnant. Yeah, man.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Fredo, were the packages properly labeled, or I have a funny feeling that Fredo swapped the labels.
No, I didn't swap anything. I wouldn't do that to Bentley. I love Bentley. Yeah, man. He helped me out.
I don't know,
He's
Fredo.
a good friend. I would not do that to Bentley. No way, Jose. I'm trying to help Bentley.
You're a little questionable.
I don't know. I'm wondering about you. Hey, are you going to Phil's coming in studio tomorrow with us. So I need you to make sure the band is tuned up properly, because tomorrow we have a very special guest. You know who's going to be here.
Yeah, I know. I'm planning on setting her up with a foot massage. Yeah, man.
That's the United States of America's Mrs. Florida.
Yeah.
She's going to be in studio with us tomorrow for the whole half hour.
It would be my honor to massage her feet. Yeah,
I'm
man.
sure it would.
Oh boy.
But you're going to have to get past her husband and her kids first.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. I have my ways.
I'm sure you do. All right, Bentley, we got to run. We got to get to
By the
you.
way, Evan,
Yeah.
Evan, I got your memo. You'll be getting the cream later on today. I'll drop it off at your house.
I don't need the cream. I'm fine.
That ain't what you put on the post-it note on my trumpet the other day. Say, hey,
don't tell
I
anybody.
need more of that
Stop.
cream Fredo. Yeah,
Stop.
man. That's what you wrote.
You're not supposed to tell people that, all right? Please, goodbye. All right. Jeez, you wasn't supposed to wasn't supposed to give away my secrets.
He's a character.
Man, 7:46. It's time for news once again, all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie has the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Well, President Biden is paying respect to the 2 FBI agents who were shot and killed on Tuesday morning in South Florida.
My heart aches for the families. I've not had an opportunity, nor will I try today, to contact them.
The special agents have been identified as Daniel Elfin and Laura Schwarzenberger. They were killed while serving a federal search warrant in Sunrise as part of a violent crimes against children case. And it's Wednesday, so that does mean another round of Publix vaccine appointments are available. You must go online to book an appointment. You can't call or visit a Publix pharmacy. And WPTV's Stephanie Susskind explains the changes you'll see online.
Yes, good morning. You know, that portal does open at 6 a.m. and I just checked the website. No, you cannot get into it just yet, but I did notice a new message that actually says that arriving to the website early does not help you at all. So it said there's no reason to log on before 6 a.m. Just wait until that 6 o'clock on the dot moment, and then you can try to get into the system to access a vaccine appointment. Now, one change you will notice today is if you get past that countdown clock, you'll actually see the book appointment button above the county list instead of below it. So you will not have to scroll down past the counties in order to book an appointment. Now, Publix tells us that that change was based on customer feedback. So they want you to know that the suggestions you're making, they are hearing them. They're trying to make this process easier for anyone who's trying to get a Publix vaccine appointment. Now, you will still see that countdown clock as you wait to have access to the portal, so there's no need to refresh your page, but Publix representatives do tell us that they want you to make sure you have the most up-to-date version of your web browser. Now, locally here, Publix vaccine appointments are available in Palm Beach, Martin, Indian River, and St. Lucie counties. Of course, we'll be keeping you updated throughout the morning as those appointments do become available. The appointments scheduled today will be for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week. Reporting live, Stephanie Susskind, WPTV, News Channel 5.
When schools closed in March at the onset of the coronavirus pandemic across the Treasure Coast, school districts expanded eligibility for students to receive meals while learning from home. What had been only for lower income students and those who paid individually became free to all students under 18. And while the 3 local school districts have continued their free meal effort into this school year, at least 2 have seen a drop in the number of students in their meal programs so far this school year compared to 2019-2020. Now, in Indian River County, nearly 2,500 fewer students have picked up breakfast or lunch so far this school year. Martin County schools calculated about 2,000 fewer meal equivalences, a tool that measures breakfast, lunch, and snacks provided and non-program revenue generated. In other words, the district is operating at a 13% lower capacity compared to last year. The reason is lower enrollment across the district, said Laura Homadel, Food and Nutrition Program Director. And lastly, SpaceX is hoping to launch not 1, but 2 batches of Starlink mini satellites from the Kennedy Space Center tomorrow morning. One Falcon 9 rocket is scheduled for liftoff at 1:19 a.m. Eastern Time, and the other for 5:36 a.m. The Starlink mission designed to bring broadband internet to the entire world. The 4-0 IRSC Pioneers are now the number 3 team in the state of Florida and now nationally recognized, ranked number 19 in the top 25. The Pioneers open Southern Conference play on Saturday afternoon on the road. They'll play at Palm Beach State, and that game will air at 4. You can hear it on 1590 on the Treasure Coast, and that's WPSL, and you can hear it worldwide on the TuneIn app. News time is 7:51. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
7:52 right now. Time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Schuring, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized healthcare back to dermatology. The Waterway.
Well, Evan, here in Martin County on I-95 southbound in Hope Sound, there is an accident, and this one is at Bridge Road. I-95 southbound. There's not any roadblock from the accident. And also to the south of us, there is another accident. This is on the Turnpike northbound at Donald Ross Road in Palm Beach Gardens. And no roadblock on the Turnpike this morning from that accident. And there's your latest look at traffic. A clear sky, very chilly in Port St. Lucie. It's only 39. And in Westport, Ireland, it's 47. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
It's a cold morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s to low 40s under mostly clear skies. A wind chill advisory remains in place until 9 a.m. This afternoon, highs in the low 60s, sunny skies, and light northwesterly winds. Tonight, another cold night on tap. Temperatures down to the upper 30s to low 40s with clear skies. Tomorrow, sunny and cool, highs in the upper 60s with no rain expected. Friday and Saturday, highs return to the upper 70s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Welcome back to Martin County's Heritage Radio Station, WSTU, AM 1450. Now back to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It's the Get Up and Go Show, the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go Show right here, live and in living color and in your ear all morning long, all the way till 9 o'clock in the morning. And coming up at 8 o'clock, just after the news, Taryn Krisda, Martin County Administrator, is going to be here.
Yep, Taryn will tell us about everything Martin County and see what's happening.
Yeah, I love having her on. She gives us an update as far as everything goes, any meetings they have, any new laws, bylaws, this, that, and the other stuff. So we'll be speaking with her right after the news next hour, right here on WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. Don't you dare go anywhere. Sit back, relax, get a cup of coffee, get some Beggs and Aiken, as G would say, and here comes the news.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the Get Up and Go Show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. 8:07 on the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go Show with, of course, Evan and, yes, my almighty goddess of radio.
I thought
How's that one?
you can just call me Bonnie.
All right, I'll just call you whatever. Just don't call you late for dinner, right? Taryn likes that. Hey, Taryn, how you doing?
Good. How are you all doing?
Good. Martin County Administrator is in our palatial ears as we are speaking. She's not in studio with us this morning. She's on the phone. Good.
However, we'd like to have her.
Yeah, we'd love to have her.
would.
You're due for a visit. You know that,
One of
don't
these
you?
days, I will be popping in. I'll just surprise you. How's that?
There you go. You don't even have to bring donuts. Just bring a smile.
There you go.
That's all we ask.
Pop in, you'll be like Mary Poppins.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, there you go.
Popping in.
yeah,
Popping in.
exactly. Get my umbrella.
So anyway, how are you and the family first and foremost? Everybody's well, I assume?
Yes. Knock on wood. We're all doing well. We did have a board meeting yesterday. We were actually done around noon, which so we didn't have a whole lot on the agenda, but we had a very interesting presentation at 10 o'clock from Dwayne DeFries from the Indian River Lagoon Council. He's the executive director of that group. And so he gave us an update on the projects that they're working on, some of the grant funding that they've been able to secure, just a lot of good stuff, how they collaborate and cooperate. And, it's just our rivers are so important for us here in Martin County and all of our water bodies that, you just
Right.
want to make sure that we're on the right path. And luckily the lake has held steady at where it is. It's just, we haven't had to suffer any major releases, which is good news for us. And of course, with the cooler weather, it's a better environment, if you will, for if we are going to get those releases for that fresh water to come in. It's a little bit better of a environment, but it's all good. We're just moving and shaking all the time. We've been the vaccines, as some folks have been fortunate enough to get through to Publix, but here in Martin County, we've been able to vaccine almost 20,000 folks totally, and 16,000 and some change have gotten their first dose, and then there's just a little over 3,000 now that are getting their second dose. So we're starting to see those numbers increase as those 28-day, goes by and people start seeing that. So our health department is in the process of migrating, if you will, over to an indoor facility. They're going to be, we're bringing this to the board at our next meeting, a lease for the county to lease space at the mall, at the Treasure Coast Mall there.
Really?
On
Wow,
US
that's
1.
exciting.
Yep. It's the old H.H. Gregg building, which was a huge appliance store.
Yes.
And so we have secured that site. The mall has been gracious to work with us. And we will be, the health department's doing the logistics now. So for the next couple of weeks, I think pretty much they'll be focusing on those second shots and possibly getting into, if we receive more doses, we're going to start targeting some of our underserved communities and try to, hit something in the south of the county, hit something in the north of the county, hit something in the mid of the county, go out west, just move themselves around. It's the health department that's doing this. We're just helping with logistics. So
I think that's fantastic that you've got H.H. Gregg, because it's such a big building inside. There's tons of room for social distancing, number one. Number two, nobody has to go in the mall and walk around and be near anybody also as well. So that's a huge coup right there for you guys.
Yeah, well, we're figuring, with we've been fortunate in January and February so far to have decent weather. But as we move into March and April, that tends to be a little bit more of a rainy season. So we just want the ability to be able to get people out of the elements. And then it starts to get pretty warm, so to have the individuals that are doing the vaccinations have to be out in, 80, 85, 90-degree weather is
Right.
not really a good idea either. So, so those are our plans as we proceed here moving forward in the next couple of weeks. So if folks see that the health department no longer has their card line, please understand that it's not because we're not doing any vaccinations. We
Right.
are. We're going into those targeted areas, but we will be opening up at the mall somewhere either toward the end of February or the beginning of March.
I just thought of something here, and it's kind of you may chuckle a little bit when I say this because it just put the thought in my mind. There's a fast food restaurant just north of us, or I'm sorry, just south of us on the right hand side that closed down. I think it used to be a Wendy's.
Yeah.
And it's shut down. So here's a great idea. You could take that and lease it out and make it a drive-through vaccination hub where people, they come, they drive through, they get their vaccination, they get their piece of paper, and away they go.
Well, the issue is and that's a good idea, but the issue is we need enough parking space so that the folks have a place to sit
That's
for 15
right.
minutes.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
forgot about
and that is a good location, but it's I think it's limited given the logistics of that. So the mall provides us with an opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, if we had to, you could loop people around. They've got that huge parking area in the back there where they do the motorcycle licensing and
right.
So it just provides us with other options. And like you said, people don't have to go into the mall.
No, that's curbside. You literally get dropped right at the curb and you walk right in.
And it helps the mall, I mean, it gives them a good opportunity to have some revenue and some income.
Right.
So, and we've been told by the state that these types of expenditures are 100% reimbursable. So we will be submitting to the state for that. But
that's fantastic.
We're really excited for, that's what we do from a logistics standpoint. Our emergency management division, it's the logistical side that we're able to do. We may enlist some of our paramedics, depending on how many doses we start getting, and if we're able to start really getting a good number of doses, then we'll instill our paramedics to assist the health department in administering those vaccines. So we've got a plan. I guess that's probably the biggest message for folks to understand that we've got it. We've got this.
Now, have you started to lay out you and your staff there, have you started to lay out all the logistics as far as setup, procedure, and things like that? Have you guys already started teaming up for that?
Yep. We've and the health department's been working with us. They've gone over to the site. They've laid it out. We're acquiring whatever furniture or additional equipment that we would need.
Right.
Obviously we're going to want some cots around in case somebody feels, doesn't feel well.
Right.
And the logistics are such that they have already began that process to map that out. And we believe it'll be very successful and it'll be a huge benefit to the residents here of Martin County. And so the requirements, if you go on the health department's website, if they're making appointments, they're using a state system to do those appointments. Publix is making appointments. There's the 7 Publixes here. They've got certain days that they are administering that vaccine. I heard on the news this morning, they're, keep still trying to push out to some of the major pharmacies. So I'm hoping that here in the next few weeks, we'll be in a situation that, when we talk, we're going to be having really good news that Martin County is getting, a significant number of vaccines as well as throughout the state.
Now, I have a question I want to ask you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bonnie.
No problem.
But
you're not.
Can somebody from St. Lucie County come to Martin County and get a vaccination?
Yes, we have not. So far, the governor has only limited the vaccines to Florida residents.
Okay.
I have heard that some other counties have tried to restrict those vaccines only to their residents. The state has been pretty vocal in that, we really shouldn't be doing that. That's why we're going to start targeting areas so that we can ensure that we're hitting those Martin County residents.
Right.
because in our drive-through at the health department, we have gotten people as far south as the Keys. And, we get them from the west, we get them from the north. And we've had people here who've been able to get a appointment at Publix in Tampa, or in Wellington, or in Miami. So, it's kind of a cross area, if you will. It's just a matter of individuals being able to get those appointments and going where they need to.
Yeah, we had a positive news story too this morning, Taryn, from John Shaman, where they said that we are on the Treasure Coast in general, Martin County and St. Lucie County, that they're seeing a growing number of people who have not only got the first dose of the vaccine, but a growing number of people now who have completed the entire regimen. So that's some very good, positive news that people are moving forward and getting it done.
It is, Bonnie. But you think back to when we started getting the vaccine, and when we initially got that first push out, it's been almost now 5 weeks. So that makes sense. And so, the health department's starting, like I said, they're going to, for the next couple of weeks, start focusing on those second doses as well as targeted areas. And then when we roll out this inside facility, then we'll have a whole different setup, a whole different ball game. And hopefully by then we'll start getting more than 1,200 doses a week, which has kind of been our norm, which isn't a whole lot when you think about we've got 160,000 residents here just in Martin County.
Right.
And 50,000 of them are 65 and older. So the numbers are a little staggering when you start
to think of the whole population, right?
Yeah, exactly. The whole state of Florida, we are a retirement state for the most part. And so we've got a lot of those folks that meet that age criteria. And there's a lot of states that don't have the age criteria. So it's just, it's that we've talked about this before. It's just, everybody's doing their own thing, which is great because you want to have local home rule. But at the same time, you suffer the consequences because you hear how other states are doing different things or they're getting more vaccines or whatever their circumstances is. Cleveland Clinic, the health department has continued to provide Cleveland Clinic with vaccines. So I know that they have the limited number, but they're doing appointments also. So if you're a Cleveland Clinic patient, see if you can be successful getting your vaccine through them.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
So we're doing our best. We really are. And I think we've been doing a really good job compared to some the horror stories that I've heard.
And you know what? I'm just really glad that I'm living in a state that's open. And
we could be somewhere else in complete lockdown.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be good.
No, it would not be good. It doesn't, our fiscal year, knock on wood, we were fortunate that our revenues held strong from the state. But, we're looking at the governor's budget now, and we recognize that they're going to push down to the local level, anything that they feel they can no longer fund. So our budget going into this next phase will be a challenge for us because I think we're going to have to absorb. We've already heard our employees as well as the teachers belong to the state retirement system, and that needs to be fully funded. So there's going to be an increase there, and there's just a lot of things that we're starting to anticipate. So we're pulling back on the reins a little bit. We haven't come to a complete halt. I think here in Martin County, we're pleased that we've been able to continue projects, and we're busy. We've been able to keep our employees employed. So that's been positive as we move forward and continue to monitor those and make sure that as we move into the next year, we're on solid ground.
That's a good thing. That's Martin County Administrator Taryn Krista. She joins us each and every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. to give us an update on what is happening in Martin County. Taryn, always our pleasure to have you on. You always bring some great insight for our listeners, so this way they can catch up and keep up to date with all the happenings in Martin County. Have a fantastic day, Taryn.
You too. You both take care.
Take care. Bye-bye now. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold is opening up at $1,836.50 an ounce, and silver will be opening up at $26.64 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report, all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
8:23 the time right now. It's time for news once again. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie is standing by. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. And it is Wednesday, so that meaning another round of Publix vaccine appointments are available. You must go online to book an appointment. You can't call or visit a Publix pharmacy. And WPTV Stephanie Susskind explains the changes you'll see online.
Yes, good morning. You know, that portal does open at 6 a.m. and I just checked the website. No, you cannot get into it just yet, but I did notice a new message that actually says that arriving to the website early does not help you at all. So it said there's no reason to log on before 6 a.m. Just wait until that 6 o'clock on the dot moment, and then you can try to get into the system to access a vaccine appointment. Now, one change you will notice today is if you get past that countdown clock, you'll actually see the book appointment button above the county list instead of below it. So you will not have to scroll down past the counties in order to book an appointment. Now, Publix tells us that that change was based on customer feedback. So they want you to know that the suggestions you're making, they are hearing them. They're trying to make this process easier for anyone who's trying to get a Publix vaccine appointment. Now, you will still see that countdown clock as you wait to have access to the portal. So there's no need to refresh your page, but Publix representatives do tell us that they want you to make sure you have the most up-to-date version of your web browser. Now, locally here, Publix vaccine appointments are available in Palm Beach, Martin, Indian River, and St. Lucie counties. Of course, we'll be keeping you updated throughout the morning as those appointments do become available. The appointments scheduled today will be for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week. Reporting live, Stephanie Susskind, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The governor was still hopeful on Tuesday that a COVID-19 vaccine by Johnson & Johnson will be key to expanding shots beyond Florida's seniors. That's despite new phase 3 trial research showing lower than anticipated efficacy. And WPTV's Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders has the story.
Essential workers like teachers and police officers are all waiting for their chance to get the COVID-19 shot.
It'll be a little sore.
But to date, Florida officials continue saying seniors first, at least until supplies increase.
This is remarkable good news.
Governor DeSantis Tuesday defending the J&J vaccine as a path to that expansion, even though trial research shows 72% efficacy in the U.S. and 66% globally.
It was 100% effective at preventing death and virtually 100% effective at preventing hospitalization.
We asked, and DeSantis was open to the idea of triaging the single shot, giving it to less vulnerable and saving 95% effective Pfizer and Moderna doses for high-risk groups. But the decision, he says, will have to wait until the state knows its allotment.
I think the big question is how much can be produced. and how fast it can be distributed.
Epidemiologists also want to know. Florida International's Mary Jo Trepka says it will be vital to creating an effective plan. Johnson & Johnson is expecting to file for emergency FDA approval in coming days. The review process likely to take weeks. Until then, Trepka says following virus protections is key. Less spread will mean fewer mutations, which all vaccines have shown at least some weakness to.
And the way that we can beat the virus is staying ahead of it and keeping transmission rates low.
A rundown orange concession stand that served beachgoers for 35 years on Stewart Beach will be replaced by a colorful beach house cafe this spring. The county-run Seaside Cafe is expected to open by March or April. County Parks and Recreation Director Kevin Abate said on Tuesday it will operate like the Jensen Beach Sand Dune Cafe, another county-run beachside eatery on Northeast Ocean Boulevard that serves breakfast, lunch, and alcoholic drinks. Sand Dune Cafe brings in $50,000 to $60,000 a year. The county took over the now demolished Chef Shack at Stewart Beach in October 2018, ending owner John Bolster's month-to-month lease with plans to build the Seaside Cafe. Since 2013, the county's capital improvement plans have had variations of proposals to replace Chef Shack. The $2.75 million Seaside Cafe project, about a year in the making, includes a new boardwalk deck, remodeled bathrooms, and more than 400 parking spaces, according to site plans. And impact fees and ad valorem and tourist development taxes are paying most of the project cost. About $37,000 from Commissioner Doug Smith's District 1 funds will pay for a wooden bar top, which will feature a Blue River design. And lastly, Miller Lite is giving out free money during the Super Bowl, but they're going to make you work for it. Now, they just announced a new promotion where they're tweet all out a picture with a real long website URL at some point during the Super Bowl. It will be 836 characters long. And if you type it into your browser and go to the website, they'll Venmo you $8, which might buy you a 6-pack of beer during the Super Bowl. Now, why are they making you type in an 836 character URL? They say that much typing should burn 1 calorie. Okay. And right now they're basing their marketing around the fact that a bottle of Miller Lite only has 1 calorie more than Michelob Ultra. Right-hander Chris Archer and the Tampa Bay Rays are in agreement on a 1-year, $6.5 million deal pending a physical, sources told ESPN's Jeff Passan on Tuesday. Now, with the move, Archer is returning to the organization, which he debuted in 2012 and found his greatest success. Our news time, 8:29. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$8:30 right now, the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, we have one accident in Martin County right now. It's on I-95 southbound at Bridge Road in Hope Sound. There's not any roadblock from the accident. And, we do see one, too, in Port St. Lucie now. This is at I-95, also southbound, mile marker 122 in Port St. Lucie. And there's not any roadblock from that accident either. And there's your latest look at traffic. And it's a chilly bones kind of morning. It's only 41 in Stewart, and up in Fort Pierce reporting 42 degrees right now. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
It's a cold morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s to low 40s under mostly clear skies. A wind chill advisory remains in place until 9 a.m. This afternoon, highs in the low 60s, sunny skies, and light northwesterly winds. Tonight, another cold night on tap. Temperatures down to the upper 30s to low 40s with clear skies. Tomorrow, sunny and cool, highs in the upper 60s with no rain expected. Friday and Saturday, highs return to the upper 70s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
8:35 right now, the Get Up and Go show. Running a few minutes behind, but that's okay because Randy Siegel will catch us up on time, because when you're going to outer space, you're going so darn fast, you have no idea what time is all about. Right, Randy?
Tell me what time it is.
There you go.
Yep, you do have a lot of problems with the time up there, to say the least, considering you have, about 12 sunrise and sunsets.
Jeez.
In orbit. Yep, quite a bit. Let's go back in history. 1966, the then Soviet Union launched their first survivable spacecraft to land on the moon. 1985, NASA launched its STS-41D spacecraft. That spacecraft was the last one that will be numbered after A, B, C, or D. They then decided to change the naming to have it STS-11, followed by 12, etc. This was a good flight by astronauts on the Challenger spacecraft and included a great spacewalk that took place, and it was highly successful. Then in 1994, another launch took place on STS-60. That's when the United States launched not only Americans, but also a Russian into space as part of the first crew to the U.S.-Russian shuttle Mir mission, where the astronauts docked with the Mir space station. In 1995, another launch took place, and in this one they also docked with the Mir space station. But what made this notable was it was the first time there was a female pilot on board. That was Elaine Collins, and the first extravehicular activity by a UK-born astronaut, Mike Fowell, and a U.S. astronaut of African heritage, Bernie Harris Jr. They also carried out a successful mission of retrieving a platform that was left in space. And then the fun one. In 2006, 2 astronauts who were on board the space station launched what was called SuitSat. Yep, you heard me right. A retired Russian Orlan spacesuit with a radio transmitter attached to the helmet was launched into an orbit outside of the International Space Station. This was done by Valery Tukarev and Bill MacArthur during the first mission to the space station. Yesterday, astronauts on board the station had a lot of good work taken care of, and they also spent a little bit of time relaxing after the spacewalk that took place the day before. Soichi Noguchi and Kate Rubins called down spacewalking engineers information during lunchtime. They briefed the specialists on any concerns or issues they had during the January 27th and February 1st spacewalks. Mike Hopkins spent the afternoon harvesting plants inside the Columbus Laboratory Module, the veggie facility. Afterwards, they joined Shannon Walker and snacked on the freshly picked pak chai, wasabi mustard, kale, and red romaine for a taste test. The 2 Russians in orbit, Sergei Rusakov and Sergei Kushevashchikov, they worked on the orbital space station. They're getting ready now from Virginia to launch a new vehicle to go to the International Space Station. The cargo ship Cygnus will be launched on February the 20th. That launch will take place early in the morning, in the late afternoon, at 12:36 p.m., bringing new supplies to the space station. If you're getting ready for launches to take place, you don't have to go very far. Tonight, which is actually tomorrow morning, at 1:19, a Falcon 9 rocket is scheduled to place into orbit 60 new Starlink satellites. And if you can believe it, SpaceX wants to turn around at 5:36 a.m. and launch another spacecraft carrying 60 more satellites into space. It'll be quite a feat if they're able to succeed in doing that. Stephen Jurosik, who is currently acting as NASA's administrator, says that they are still moving forward with the 2024 Artemis lunar landing date. He says that as of now, they have the money and they're moving forward with actually doing that. Part of that operation will be also funded by the European Space Agency. The European Space Agency is developing an orbital transport, and that they will spend nearly $5.5 billion for, that will help get to the lunar gateway in lunar orbit. The Astrom company has signed an agreement to build 10 more modules for the space station. These modules will help the astronauts get to the moon and back. And lastly, after saying they weren't going to approve it and then approving it, SpaceX launched its latest version of the Starship. It flew up about 6.2 miles and then bellied over and crashed on landing. Tomorrow we'll tell you more about Dmitry Rogozin and Iran in space. So until then, have a great day, everybody.
That's the latest space report with Randy Siegel right here on the Get Up and Go show. He's on the program each and every weekday at 8:30 in the morning. Time to head on over to Ellie's Downtown Deli, where Bonnie is standing by with the latest and greatest to soothe your appetite. Bonnie?
The fresh jumbo wraps, too, are famous at Ellie's Deli because they're fresh, yes, and they are jumbo. They are really huge. You can get a Reuben's wrap. It is like a Reuben sandwich in a wrap. Try the Santa Fe chicken wrap, too. This one sounds tasty. In a wrap of your choice filled with fire-roasted chicken, cheddar cheese, you get blackened ranch dressing on this, too. Lettuce, tomato, some sauteed peppers, and onions, served with a fresh side of your choice. If you have room for delicious dessert, try some Buckeye brownies or maybe coconut cream pie. Deli fresh. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart now has their patio back open, plus they're at 50% dining inside with full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located at 18 Southeast 6th Street, just off Colorado in Stuart. Call 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart.
8:43 right now. News time once again. Let's go to the news desk. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin this morning. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. And investigators saying an 18-month-old girl and her mother were killed in a mobile home fire in St. Lucie County on Monday. And WPTV's Ryan Hughes has more.
On one of her toughest and darkest days,
I miss her. I do too.
a bulldozer pushing dirt and neighbors picking through rubble and ash.
It helps. It lets me know that a lot of people here loved her.
Are gestures of love and comfort for Brandy Kramer.
I don't know what to do from here. I don't know how to go a day without talking to her.
Brandy left lost and helpless after her baby sister, Mandy Rowell, and 18-month-old niece Melody both died after flames consumed their mobile home Monday morning in Fort Pierce.
The birdhouse on the memorial is the last thing her and I did together. We painted it the other day.
A memory pulled from the splinters of charred wood.
We were so close. So close.
As neighbors and Mandy's nieces and nephews in the Colony Club Mobile Home Park try and salvage Mandy's butterflies, happier moments, and anything they can.
I found pictures that were untouched, and one I was 2.5, and we were at it was a 4th of July festival.
We're told an electrical malfunction in the kitchen area sparked the fire that quickly engulfed Mandy's home, and she was badly burned, running back inside, trying to save her little girl, but the flames were too strong.
It's so important to love your loved ones while they're here. It's not easy.
This small, tight-knit community now even closer, helping clean up, but more importantly, standing together.
They've been very supportive, and they're here to help in any way that they can, even if it's just to sit down here with me.
And Mandy's boyfriend and Melody's father was also injured. He underwent surgery, but remains hospitalized. The fire has been ruled an accident. In Fort Pierce, Ryan Hughes, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Well, there is still frustration for many to even get a first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. We're seeing a growing number of people who've now completed their entire regimen. And WPTV's John Shaman has the story.
We have family members with COVID right now. And, they're struggling.
That's why Eileen Bowen was thrilled to get her second vaccination Tuesday at the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds.
And here, these people are so dedicated, and they made it really easy. And everybody should get the vaccine.
We're combining 4 days of vaccinations into 3 days.
Clint Sperber, administrator for the Department of Health in St. Lucie County, says he feels the frustrations that it's taken some time to get to this stage. Right now, almost a quarter of the county's eligible seniors have gotten at least one dose.
It is aggravating. I mean, I hear it, but until it is available in more locations, we're just going to have to go through that process.
This week, St. Lucie County intends to give out about 6,000 second dose vaccines to its residents. In neighboring Indian River County, second-dose vaccinations also began Tuesday at their fairgrounds. About 500 residents on tap to get a second shot each day over the next 6 days.
I was one of the first ones that got online right away.
Vito Lombardi grateful to get his second shot.
I feel secure, I'm safe.
Just over a quarter of all eligible seniors in Indian River County have gotten their first dose, and the county administrator says their county-based wait list should finally be up and running this week. John Shainman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos will be transitioning away from the top job in 2021, according to a letter he wrote to staff on Tuesday. I'm excited to announce that this Q3 I'll transition to executive chair of the Amazon board, and Andy Jassy will become CEO, Bezos wrote. Jassy currently heads up Amazon's cloud business, Amazon Web Services. Bezos has been Amazon's CEO since it was founded in 1995, and while overseeing its growth from an online bookseller to a global retail giant, he has become one of the world's richest people. Bezos said he will be focusing on new products and early initiatives in his new role with the board. He also says he'll have time to work with his environment-focused projects, the Washington Post and my other passions, he says. Bezos bought the Washington Post in 2013. Well, lastly, Hal Holbrook, the Emmy and Tony Award-winning actor who portrayed Mark Twain for decades, has died at age 95, according to reports. Holbrook died at his home in Beverly Hills, California. The New York Times and the Washington Post reports. His assistant, Joyce Cohen, told the Times that he died on January 23rd. The 4-0 IRSC Pioneers are now the number 3 team in the state of Florida and now nationally recognized, ranked number 19 in the top 25. The Pioneers open Southern Conference play on Saturday afternoon. They'll be on the road playing Palm Beach State. Now that game will air at 4 on WPSL 1590 on the Treasure Coast and worldwide on the TuneIn app. News time is 8:48. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$8:50 the time right now. The Get Up and Go show. Time for traffic and weather together. All brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Schuring, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway. Bonnie?
Well, we do have 2 accidents this morning out on I-95. Both accidents are southbound. In Port St. Lucie, we have one at mile marker 122. And then further down the road, there is also an accident on I-95 southbound Hope Sound, and this one will be at Bridge Road. And we're not finding roadblock from the 2 accidents at the moment. There's your latest look at traffic. Well, right now it's 42 in Palm City, and we go to Waipahu, Hawaii, where it's a whole lot warmer, a partly cloudy 73. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
It's a cold morning along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s to low 40s under mostly clear skies. A wind chill advisory remains in place until 9 a.m. This afternoon, highs in the low 60s, sunny skies, and light northwesterly winds. Tonight, another cold night on tap. Temperatures down to the upper 30s to low 40s with clear skies. Tomorrow, sunny and cool, highs in the upper 60s with no rain expected. Friday and Saturday, highs return to the upper 70s. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Time for the answer for today's impossible question. We asked, what is the average age of the American farmer? Well, the average age of the American farmer is 57 years old, Bonnie. 57 years old.
So I guess George and I were completely off.
Yeah, way off.
Off our rockers.
Yeah, definitely so.
I said 35. George said, did he say age 30? I think.
Something like that.
57, huh?
I was reading an article on BellaOnline.com about what your hair color says about you, whether you're a fiery redhead, a blonde bombshell, a brunette babe, or a silver fox. Your hair color reveals something about you to other people. So with that said, if you have extra light blonde hair, says that you're in the positive way, you think like Marilyn Monroe, glamorous, youthful, and feminine. And in a negative way, you're frivolous and not capable at all.
Well, that's a little bit vague, isn't it?
Well, I'm just reading what it says.
We have a whole population of beautiful bleach blondes
now,
that I think are very smart.
If you're an extra light blonde, if you're a peachy blonde.
Peachy.
Your positive side is your warm, inviting, and youthful charm. Your negative side, this may be the perfect color since it doesn't invoke the strong negative feelings of a lighter blonde shade. Okay. Now, if you're a true redhead.
Oh, okay. Aren't they pretty? I think real red hair is gorgeous.
The positive side says you're fiery and you're passionate spirit. And the negative side, you also get angry and unreasonable and hot-tempered.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you have brown hair, the positive side is you're reliable and you're a no nonsense kind of girl. And if the negative side says you have no imagination at all whatsoever.
Wow. No imagination.
None. Dark brown hair and black hair. The positive side says that you're mysterious and artistic. And the negative side says you're shadowy and untrustworthy.
Really? Because I'm thinking of, I'm going to come in one morning with my hair in that darker brown shade one of these mornings, Evan. I'm going to do it.
Now, if you have gray hair, the positive side, you have lots of wisdom. The negative side is you're old.
Well, you should have a lot of wisdom. You know, you
Yeah,
lived a lot of years.
The negative side is you're old, and I'm definitely old. And if you have white hair, positive side is purity. The negative side is old as well.
And some people are beeping at you to get out of the way.
Yeah,
get out of
definitely
that lane.
Get the heck out of my way.
That's just not nice.
So, Bonnie, what's on the slate for you later on this morning? What are you doing? Talk to me.
Well, I'm going to continue with the cleaning. I bought that for my refrigerator. I bought the stainless steel. They were out of that stainless steel spray yesterday, so I had to get the wipes.
I use the wipes. The wipes work great on. Also, do you have a glass stovetop?
Yes.
Take the wipe and wipe your glass stovetop with it.
No kidding.
Yes, it'll make it look brand new. I did it years ago, and it's the wipes are in like a gray tub, about this big around, about that tall. Wiedemann's, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Wiedemann's.
I think that might be the one I have.
Right. After you're done doing your refrigerator, get another wipe and wipe your glass stove. I'm telling you right now, tomorrow morning, you're going to come in and you're going to tell me, wow, it made it look brand new.
So I didn't even need to buy the Ceramabrite for the glass top stove.
Not at all. Not at all.
Are you sure it won't ruin it?
Trust me,
ruin it?
It won't. Hi, you're on the air with Evan and Bonnie real quick. Who's this?
So what does that survey say about bald-headed women?
I don't know. There's nothing about bald-headed women in there.
Oh, okay. Just checking,
Well,
on that,
Why are you interested in a bald-headed
for a
one?
chrome dome lady or what?
Well, have you ever seen that chick that was on Star Trek: The Motion Picture? She was pretty.
No, there's a beautiful black lady that she's a comedian and she shaved her head, and I can't remember her name. Tiffany Haddish. Yes, Tiffany Haddish. Yes, very good-looking lady. She shaved her head, and man, she's gorgeous.
I'll have to take a look at that and follow suit.
Check her out. Phil, we'll see you tomorrow morning.
You got it.
All right,
Talk to you guys later.
All right, bye-bye. That, of course, is Phil.
Yeah.
They call him Phil.
It's going to be fun having him here tomorrow again.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
It's going to be a good time.
Definitely so. Hey, that's about it for a Wednesday morning edition of the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. If you have good values on the inside, remember, you won't look for validation on the outside. Lots of love in the room here, and we want to spread it out to everybody else in Radio Land. So make sure and tune in without a doubt. Right, Bonnie?
Oh, absolutely. And try to stay warm. Bundle up if you're going out.
Yeah, definitely so. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. Bye-bye for now.